organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, what some Congress compromises mean for the UI sustainability program.
And later, see what stress management tips the UI is giving students during the midterm craze.
And in sports, see if the Hawks had anything to dance about after the Big Ten tournament.
That's all coming your way next.
Daily Iowan TV starts now.
I'm Tom Brokaw. For more than 100 years now, the University of Iowa community has been waking up to the Daily Iowan. Today, it's the largest newsroom in eastern Iowa. And now you can see the news every night on Daily Iowan TV and get it anytime worldwide at dailyiowan.com.
Welcome to Daily Iowan TV. I'm Christina Targos.
And I'm Brad Maxwell. A recent poll shows a majority of Iowans are happy with Terry Branstad's job as governor. According to the Associated Press, a poll conducted back in February by the Des Moines Register found 56 of Iowans approving of Branstad. Just last year, when he took office, the percentage was 45. Those polled said Branstad's top priority should be raising school quality, and the governor so far has proposed a handful of bills affecting the school system.
And Branstad seems to be surging from those high approval ratings because today he asked Iowa lawmakers to increase spending on public universities by $20 million next year. The Associated Press reports Branstad, along with Board of Regents President Craig Lang, has said increased college tuition in Iowa can be avoided if lawmakers approve the governor's proposal. However, House Republicans want to cut the budget, and his spending increase does not fit with their goal.
If President Obama gets his way, oil companies may be facing fewer bailouts. Daily Iowan TV's Josh Bolender explains what that means for sustainability programs, both nationally and here in Iowa City.
Last Friday, House Republicans made it known that they will be willing to compromise with Democrats in the House on matters regarding energy issues, just a day before President Obama called Congress to vote on ending oil subsidies.
Tell them to stop fighting for oil companies and tell them to start fighting for working families. Tell them to fight for the clean energy future that's within our reach. Because the sooner we all get started, the sooner we'll get there together.
Obama's plan is simple. Invest in our future by supplying funding to cleaner energy objectives in the present. And if that budget opens up, sustainability initiatives across the country are sure to flourish. The UI sustainability program already features 16 major projects, including anything from carbon emission reduction and biomass fuels to 6 key energy initiatives and an entire fleet of vehicles specifically designed to help the environment.
The government's decision on oil subsidies and bailouts isn't yet clear. One thing is for certain: if sustainability programs like that here at the UI were to receive extra funding, the possibilities are endless. From outside the Sustainability Energy Discovery District, I'm Josh Bolander, Daily Iowan TV.
Still to come on Daily Iowan TV, midterms are in full swing. Stressed? See what the UI is doing to put your mind at ease.
And new offensive coordinator Greg Davis met with the media today. We'll have more coming up in sports.
But first, let's check in with Daily Iowan TV's Stefan Duran for a look at your weather. Tell us what we can expect after this weekend's snowstorm.
Yeah, guys, so tomorrow we will see another change up in this winter's weather. We just saw a lot of snow, but sticking to this year's pattern, tomorrow we'll have a lot of sun. In the morning, you can expect 54-degree temperatures with sunny skies, and in the afternoon, we'll reach to the low 60s. In the evening, just a slight dip down to 53 degrees with clear skies. Now, taking a look at your extended forecasts, Tuesday we'll see it all the way up to 64 degrees with sun. High 50s on Wednesday with a good chance of showers. Mid-40 temps Thursday and Friday with more sun to get you ready for spring break, and similar temps with a chance of rain for the weekend. So for the most part, spring break has come a little early for everybody here in Iowa City. So back to you guys.
It's midterm season again, and students are feeling the pressure. To try to ease some of the stress, the UI held a stress management class Monday to teach tips on studying and relaxation. The first way to deal with stress is to identify it. Stress can be in many forms, like physical, mental, and emotional issues. One of the best things a person can do to relieve stress is work out for 30 minutes a day, whether it is at the gym or taking a walk outside. Another useful tip students learned was a simple breathing exercise, in through the nose and out through the mouth. This brings the maximum amount of oxygen to help you think and relax.
We try to give a variety of things for them to do to effectively manage and decrease the impact of their stress.
The UAC Counseling Services offers many classes like this throughout the semester to help keep students at ease, especially during exam weeks.
A 23-year-old Cedar Rapids man is facing felony drug charges after authorities allegedly found more than 100 ecstasy tablets in his possession. Andrew Gervin Jr. was arrested as he exited a bus traveling in Iowa City coming from Chicago. An anonymous tip-off led to Gervin's arrest, and he allegedly admitted that he intended to sell the ecstasy. He's being held in the Johnson County Jail on $22,000 bond.
The Republican candidates fighting for the nomination to face Obama next fall are making one of their final stands on Tuesday when 10 states will hold their primaries. It's called Super Tuesday, and it happens during every pre-election cycle when a handful of states all cast their votes on the same day for the Republican nominee. While Mitt Romney has slightly stayed in the lead for most of the race, a CNN poll shows he and Rick Santorum are virtually tied for Ohio, a key battleground in the state presidential election. And with Romney's lead comes a target on his back, as Santorum and Newt Gingrich go on the offense.
Let me thank you. 2/3 of our contributions come from people who give us money in small dollar donations, under $200. 2/3 of Governor Romney's contributions come from people who give the maxed out amount, $2,500.
It's an objective fact that Governor Romney's technique, which is to outspend his opponents by 5 or 6 to 1, is impossible against Barack Obama.
But Romney is equally picking apart his opponents as well.
Other people in this race have debated about the economy. They've read about the economy. They've talked about it in subcommittee meetings, but I've actually been in it.
The 10 states in total carry 419 delegates for the nominees to snag for the convention in August, where the winner will be declared.
And now let's take a look at what's going on outside of Iowa. Jury selection is under for the civil trial resulting from the school shooting on the Virginia Tech campus in 2007. The families of the two victims are suing the state, claiming that Virginia officials did not do enough to warn students at the time of the shooting. The incident left 33 people dead, including the shooter.
And Rush Limbaugh is feeling the repercussions for his derogatory remarks towards a Georgetown University law student. AOL International is the latest company to pull advertising stating that, quote, Mr. Limbaugh's comments are not in line with our values, end quote. AOL is the 8th company to withdraw sponsorship from the show.
And now we'll see what's happening in Hawkeye Sports with Daily Iowan TV's Kate Constable.
Thanks, Brad. It wasn't the best weekend for the Iowa wrestling squad as they competed for the Big Ten title. The Hawkeyes fell short of the first place finish for the second straight year.
With 10 wrestlers at Purdue University, Iowa was searching for their 35th Big Ten title. We started things off with Iowa's only 1 seed, Matt McDonough. He started things off for Iowa well, getting the first fall victory. In the first 2 minutes of the match, he went on to win his quarterfinal match as well, next beating Tony Delgado of Illinois to move on to the finals. Next with Tony Ramos in the semifinals, wrestling B.J. Fullerton of Illinois. This was their third meeting of the year. Ramos won the match 6-1. Montel Marion was the third wrestler in the semis for Iowa. He took on number 2 seed Hunter Steiber from Ohio State. Marion was able to get the victory 3-1 in overtime.
Joe, the NCAAs, it's my first time in Big Ten finals. That's good. Good for my career. Good direction.
The Hawkeye fans felt their team was on the right direction as well, with both Derek St. John and Mike Evans able to make it past their semifinal bouts to join the other 3 Hawkeyes in the finals. The last match of the day was for freshman Bobby Telford. He was able to upset the number 2 seed and take the victory 5-0. After the first day, a day in which we saw several lead changes between Penn State, Iowa, and Minnesota, Iowa ended the day at second.
You're talking like emotional stuff right now. We got to get tough and mean, and we got to go out and wrestle tomorrow for a championship.
Away we go to the second day in the finals. Matt McDonough started things off for Iowa, winning his 7th straight match over Minnesota's Zach Sanders and winning his 3rd Big Ten title. Next was Tony Ramos wrestling against Ohio State's Logan Steiber for the 133-pound final. Ramos was unable to avenge his only dual meet loss from this season as he falls in the finals to take the 2nd place. Montel Marion had similar results as he lost his final bout to the 3-time Big Ten defending champion Kellen Russell of Michigan. This was Marion's last chance for the Big Ten title.
The fourth final for Iowa was the 6th seed Derek St. John taking on the 1 seed Jason Welch of Northwestern. With the last-minute push, he was able to take the match and the Big Ten title, becoming Iowa's second champion. Mike Evans wanted to become Iowa's third champion and close Penn State's lead, but in the end was outmuscled by Penn State's David Taylor and was the third Hawkeye to fall short. Last were the heavyweights, Iowa's Bobby Telford and Minnesota's Tony Nelson, but Bobby Telford just couldn't get the escape to tie it up and became Iowa's fourth second-place finisher. In the end, Penn State won their second Big Ten title, and even though Iowa took third place, they were never out of it and were only a few wins away from taking first. And with the Big Ten tournament, more times than not, really setting the tone for how the national tournament turns out, from what it looks like, the national title is up for grabs. Nick Robertson from West Lafayette, Indiana, Daily Iowan TV, Sports.
And here are the top 5 finishing squads this weekend with the clear-cut top 3 between Iowa, Minnesota, and Penn State grappling for the title. You can expect them to do the same this coming weekend at the national tournament in St. Louis. And after 13 years of stability for the Iowa coaching staff, this offseason, 4 coaching changes occurred, including both coordinator positions. Daily Iowan TV's Ann Costable was at the football complex earlier today to hear from the Iowa's most recent coaching hire.
The newest member of Iowa's coaching staff, offensive coordinator Greg Davis, talked about altering his schemes to fit the strengths of the players here at Iowa. And although he doesn't know too much about them yet, he'll know more come this spring when spring football starts.
What we will do here will be driven by what we have here. I'm looking forward to spring getting started, getting to know the players better, and see where we can go from there.
The offense Coach Davis plans to run will be completely different from Texas. Davis and the rest of the staff are still working to determine exactly what that offense will be.
What we're going to do here is not the Texas offense, it's the Iowa offense. So we've been meeting from dark to dark, trying to decide what that's going to be. We want to remain physical. We want to continue to be able to run the football. At the same time, we're going to be in some ball games where we're going to have to throw the ball. We want to be proficient enough there. Our definition of balance is being able to win the game either way.
Davis also talked about what he expects from the quarterback position and how he's been impressed with what he's seen from footage of starting quarterback James Vandenberg.
Basically, you want somebody that's a winner. You want somebody that's accurate. You want an intelligent guy. And you like to have a guy that's tough. Being tough at a quarterback position is a little different than being tough at the guard position, you know. But a guy that's willing to stand in and take a lick against a blitz and to handle the pressure that goes with his position.
Iowa fans can expect to see a definite change in offensive plays come fall. Davis talked about a merge of ideas to create a unique offense for Iowa.
Based on where we're going with the playbook, there'll be a lot of change. There'll be a lot of different things that you will see. At the same time, I don't want the fans to come out and think we're going to be 4 or 5 wides, and that's not going to happen. So we're just trying to take the best of both worlds, put it together, and come up something that is ours.
Davis said he's most looking forward to getting to know the coaching staff here at Iowa and the outstanding coaching the Big Ten brings. Annie Costable, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Stay tuned to Daily Iowan TV Sports later in the week to see what new coaches Brian Ferentz and LeVar Woods have to say about their new positions.
Before we leave you tonight, check this out. With spring break and St. Patty's Day being just 2 distractions for students as they prepare for midterms exams this week, another distraction is presented as Monday marks National Absinthe Day. Absinthe is a highly alcoholic drink that contains wormwood extract and other ingredients differing from other spirits. The Green Fairy, as it is also known, was banned in the 20th century after being perceived as dangerous, but the ban was lifted in the 1990s. Today there are almost 200 brands produced in the U.S. and Europe.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek into the print version of Tuesday's Daily Iowan.
Learn how Iowans stack up with dental care compared to other states.
And read about how Iowa's government is working to improve its transparency.
Well, that's your Monday edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out the same time tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.